It's another Sunday, it's another brawl, what are we doing?
Nonsense Rumble!
That's absolutely right, Rick. What are the categories? What is the category for today?
It is a Warhammer 40,000 Primarch, and we're taking Before the Horus Heresy.
Yeah, so not really 40,000, is it?
Yeah, so it's even pre-Warhammer 30k.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so 29.5k.
So the reason why we specify pre-heresy is because, boy, does the heresy change a lot of stuff.
It does. Like, if you pick Magnus the Red, you've got a really cool sorcerer guy. If you pick post-heresy, he's a fucking demon prince that's like the size of the Burj Khalifa.
Oh, and that's another thing as well. Like, 10 of these Primarchs are definitely dead. Asterix.
Yep.
In 40k.
Yeah, a lot of them are dead, or have become demon princes, or are in like perpetual suspended animation.
Or your Corvus Corax, where you're just hanging out in the eye of the storm, pissing off Angron.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, I think Angron probably likes it. Because he can only feel anger, so he might as well have a nemesis.
I think, technically speaking, Angron is scared of him.
Yeah.
Because he's just living in the warp, and it's like, who does that?
Yeah.
What are you doing? I'm just killing your dudes. Why? I don't like you.
I'm in your base killing your dudes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, for those of you unfamiliar with the show, what we do is we pick a category, which Rick has just very gracefully explained to you guys, and we pick characters who fit that category, which very limited pool for Primarchs in Pre-Heresy, and we argue why my guy would pick your guy. Now, Rick, I'm going to spoil something for you slightly. There is a 100% guaranteed win that you could potentially get depending on who you pick today.
Okay.
Yeah, so with that in mind, or rather before we get to that, do you have an honourable mention?
My honourable mention is Horus.
Oh, thank God.
He became War Master for a reason, but his peak power level is after he's all juiced up on Chaos bullshit.
This is true. However, I am firmly a believer that the character you just picked as your honourable mention was a guaranteed win against mine, so I'm really glad you didn't go with him as your pick.
There is also the potential that you've picked my actual pick and you're forgetting a couple of details.
This is also incredibly true.
Yep. So...
Oh, I'm excited!
Who is your honourable mention?
My honourable mention is my hands-down favourite Primarch, who is really capable in combat. I can just think of like 6 people who would best him in a one-on-one fight. I'm, of course, talking about Vulcan.
Yeah! Salamander guy! And he set a really good example for his Marines. Like, if you want to get rescued by a Space Marine, just hope that they're the correct shade of green, because that's the Salamanders and they care about you.
There are only 2 Space Marine chapters in which, if you're a regular civilian, or shit, even Imperial Guard, you can breathe a sigh of relief if you see them relieve you. The first is the Salamanders. They are the pinnacle of the quote-unquote good guys when it comes to Space Marines. They will try their damnedest to save you. The other is the Space Wolves, with the big old asterisks of sometimes they're a bit crazy.
Oh yeah, sometimes they're a bit crazy, and you better hope that you don't have ties to something that they have a grudge with.
Oh, yeah. But hey, for the most part, Space Wolves are pretty chill. There's I can't remember the story, but there is a story where the Space Wolves were just like told by an Inquisitor, or sorry, a chapter of Space Wolves were told by an Inquisitor, hey, we're going to glass that planet because it's filled with Chaos Worshippers. And the Space Wolves just saved that planet, and they're like, you fucking what? It's like, yeah, no, we don't know if Chaos is there or not. And the Space Wolves commander was just like, there's no Chaos down there. I can tell you why. I killed it. And so what you have is this just fucking armada standoff between the Space Wolf chapter and this Inquisitor, and they're both just like, you fucking fire those guns and we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, the Space Wolves just really do epitomise Papa Wolf.
Oh god, yeah, they're so cool. And you get a Space Wolf companion in Rogue Trader, and he is the best.
Yeah.
He is such a Space Wolf. Oh goodness. But yes, Vulcan is who we're talking about. I love Vulcan. His signature weapon is a big fuck off hammer. That's always cool. Yep. He leads the Salamanders, as we've already established, the undisputed like good guys of Space Marines. He's also part of one of my favourite exchanges ever against Conrad Curse. This is after the heresy is in place and most of the chaos stuff is kind of revealed. Conrad Curse has Vulcan locked in a room with him, and Vulcan's weapon is also basically a teleporter. It can take you not wherever you need to go, but it can teleport you distances. And Conrad Curse goes on this great old speech of like, I've reinforced this room like 1,000 times to make sure that thing won't work. And Vulcan just laughs in Conrad's face. And and Conrad's like, I've just told you you're trapped. It just goes to Vulcan being like, you forget one thing, brother. It is still a hammer.
It's a hammer.
And he just smacks him. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah. It's like the troll archmage. He's like, I love being an archmage when I'm a troll. People forget how strong my arms are, and he just summons an ice wall and punches through it to just make shrapnel.
But yeah,
to get through the opposing anti-magic barrier or whatever. Yeah, it's so cool.
It's a fun gimmick. But yeah, Vulcan, of course, is called Vulcan because he's a fucking great smith. He has like a great friendship/rivalry with I've forgotten his name. I think it's not Iron Warriors. It's the other one, Iron Hands guy. Paturbo?
Yeah. Peturabo, of the Iron Hands.
Yeah, have I got that right?
Oh, no, yeah. No, it's Peturabo is Iron Warriors. Iron Hands is Ferrus Manus.
Ferrus Manus, there you go. The reason why I struggle to remember his name is I know him as the Gorgon because of fucking Fulgrim. Because Fulgrim's a dick.
Yep.
But anyway, on that little fun lore dump, which is like 90% of the reason why I suggested this as a category, Rick, who is your actual pick?
I think the actual winner here is Sanguinius.
Rick, I agree with you.
Brain cell. Yeah, so you talked about Conrad Curse. He's absolutely schooled Conrad Curse. He does it with such finesse that he beats him without killing him. And this is not weakness as a next best thing. This is a choice of mercy. And then he puts him in a coffin and sends him into space. If it weren't for him having fought non-stop for a year in the Siege of Earth, and if it weren't for the chaos buff that Horus had, he probably would have beaten Horus on his own.
Quite possibly. It's Sanguinius. Listen, a lot of the... I realise I just went through like 5 different starts to that sentence.
Yeah, you're doing the Nathan Fillion gif, aren't you? But while agreeing with me.
Yeah, no, Sanguinius is the fucking goat. No questions, no hands down, no fucking arguments from me there. There's a point in one of the Horus Heresy novels where Horus is fucking surprised when he gets named War Master because, as he will say himself at that point in time, it should have been Sanguinius.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's pretty.
He's very pretty. He's very much meant to be like a Lucifer-esque figure.
Yeah, like if Lucifer stayed by the hand of the Father, which this one does. Sanguinius does stick by the Emperor. He never gives into the Black Rage, but there's a possibility that if he did, he'd be even more juiced up.
It's one of the reasons why the Emperor didn't give him the War Master title. It's because he didn't trust Sanguinius, and it's kind of fucked up where the story goes when you think about it.
Yeah, and the other fucked up thing is Sanguinius goes to fight Horus, even though he has his premonition visions about that is the day that he dies.
Yeah, he
knows it, and he still does it.
It's weird. It's one of the things he shares with Curse, because Curse also sees his death and just goes, I'm going to die today. But Curse is also completely different in the sense that it's Conrad Curse. He kind of doesn't like living.
Yeah.
it's kind of fucked up. But yeah, Sanguinius is unquestionably the greatest fighter of the Primarchs. Obviously, his death is the thing that makes Horus regret everything.
Yeah, it makes Horus regret everything, and it's also what galvanizes the Emperor into, okay, this bitch is crazy and needs to go down.
And there is like a 5-second moment where Horus agrees with the Emperor. It's just like, I fucked up. Because Horus is more or less entirely fueled and motivated by the Chaos Gods while he's in that duel. And there's a moment of clarity after he's killed Sanguinius where he's him. And it can be argued, especially with the way they frame it in the novel, that Horus allows himself to take that fatal blow from the Emperor.
Okay.
It really... Yeah. The annoying thing with Warhammer lore is it's constantly changing.
Yeah.
So there are some novels where it's like, no, the Emperor was just a super beast and fucked Horus up. But there's at least one account of like Horus being like, quote unquote, seeing the light after snuffing out Sanguinius and being like, fuck, I need to go.
That sounds like Imperial propaganda.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
I believe the novel in question is from Horus's point of view, though.
Right, okay.
But I couldn't tell you the story. It's been a while since I've read that. And again, it's Warhammer lore's wishy-washy at the best of times.
Yeah. I think the best ones we've got for that is you've got rule books and you've got novels, and if it's not in one of those, it's probably bullshit.
Yeah. I love the Horus Heresy novels. I've never finished one of them.
Nah. I think I've got one of them, one of the Dan Abnett ones from the beginning.
To be fair, they're the better ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love reading about these Primarchs, man. The only annoying thing is Games Workshop's always been wishy-washy with it. But I'm really glad that we both agreed that Sanguinius is the GOAT.
Yep, Sanguinius is the GOAT. I've never painted a Blood Angel. I still respect the Angel Primarch.
Dude, there's some fucking badass fan art, which I don't care. I'm considering it canon, of him in battle, just constantly swooping down to just fucking murk motherfuckers. And I'm like, yeah, that's definitely how that motherfucker fights.
But don't you know, swooping is bad.
It is, if you're a fucking Chaos Space Marine against Sanguinius.
So, to reiterate, we have a draw because Sanguinius wins!
Yeah, pour one out for the GOAT.
No contest.
I'm putting the win banner up. Sanguinius deserves all the props.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't worry, guys. We can't really think of another category like this in the Warhammer world where it wouldn't just be us crunching numbers, so this is probably the last time, unless we do a rematch. A rematch would be interesting, because we've just taken Sanguinius out of the pool.
Yeah, totally. Rematch without Sanguinius. I wouldn't disqualify the honorable mentions, but I'm probably just not going to pick Horus because, yeah, I think it's too easy.
Well, I also wouldn't pick Vulcan because, again, I can think of, even discounting Sanguinius and Horus, 4 people who could beat him.
Yeah.
and I like Vulcan.
Yeah, we could even delineate it further to loyalist and traitor.
That would be slightly more interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
Where would we put Alfarius, though?
Yes.
And on that bombshell, join us again next week for something a bit more clandestine.
Yeah, bye everybody.